We are here at Navarino Orchard, apple picking day, first day of apple picking, and maybe a pumpkins too, I don't know. Beautiful day to be alive, 70 degrees out, and it's absolutely stunning out here. So, little family fall day, we're gonna take you along for the ride. Changed into my spooky Hocus Pocus t-shirt because we are now going to take advantage of the nice weather and spookify the front porch, which we've done the past couple years. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like we've done a kick-butt job. Like, yeah, we've totally killed it. So, I don't know, I feel like we have everything we need to make it look awesome. If you guys have spooky porch inspiration, send it my way. That's kind of where I got some of the ideas for our spooky porch.
Because even though we're doing it today, we can upgrade the porch and add on more.
I feel like we need to add like a little upgrade each year.
I do too.
Don't you?
The 12-foot skeleton for $300 though, as much as I love it,
I know.
we ain't spending $300 on the skeleton.
When we were in Messina, we saw this person literally had a 12-foot skeleton. It was like dead center in the front of their house and it looked so badass. But number one, it's $300. Number two, I ain't putting it together. This guy doesn't want to put it together. So I guess we're not gonna get a 12-foot skeleton. So I want to add like two corn stalks. I don't know if you can see Jason down there. He's cutting some corn down for us. This is all worried about what Jason's doing across the street because you can the corn right now, it's about to get plowed down. It's really crispy crunchy. So you can kind of just hear him moving through the corn. It's so peaceful out here. I never sit out front in our house either, even though we have kind of that porch area. I feel like we need to get some not to sound like a granny, but I feel like we need some rocking chairs, Jason's parents had these nice white rocking chairs I feel like would look kind of good up there. So maybe we'll do that. This looks so funny, him walking out of the corn. Okay. All right, so we got the spooky hands in, but I effed up. I pushed in the wrong spot, so I broke that. Shocker. Leave it to me to break something. There's the spooky hands. And let's check out how the front of the house looks from here. Oh, it's so far away though, it's hard to tell. Took a break from decorating and came to my favorite place, Green Lakes. Jason and I are just going for a little late night walk because it's literally perfect out. So we're going for a little sunset walk. Just me and the mans. I still have to give you guys the tour of the fall decorations that I put up last night, but I feel like I'm underwhelmed with some of it. That's why I almost don't want to share it all yet.
We can't share it anyways till it's all turned on.
True, so when it's a little darker out?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just not super happy with the dining room table, and that's usually my masterpiece. That's usually my favorite thing, but I feel like the downside of an open floor plan, I find it so hard to decorate, and I'm always conflicted because I like all the spooky decorations, but I also like all the fall stuff too. So I kind of sprinkle in a little bit of both and hope it works, but Halloween, fall, Christmas, sometimes I go a little overboard. You know, I usually don't have the house cluttered, but I feel like it's appropriate this time of year. But I am at least just gonna show you these awesome dishes that we got last year. I think we got these from, we got them from Pottery Barn. I'm so fancy, but I just love these. I love our Halloween mugs. You need to have a Halloween coffee and Halloween plates. Are you even an adult if you're not using all the spooky bowls and plates? So that's fun. And yeah, so I also kind of want to keep some normal fallish looking, basic kind of clean, but then I sprinkled in a little bit of pumpkin and spooky down there, right? You joining me, Bruce Wayne? All right, guys, in today's little dietitian talk, dietitian tips, if you will, actually, before I get into that, make sure you like the video, make sure you're subscribed, and do all the things. I always appreciate if you guys can do that. It lets me know what videos you guys enjoy. I'm so distracted by him. Since Jason and I went apple picking, it kind of made me reflect a little bit because this is my favorite time of year. It's my favorite time of year for several reasons, with the weather I love Halloween. I love all things fall, but also from the food perspective. I'm such a foodie and I love fall foods. I love fall baking. I get more into cooking. I feel like I'm just less lazy this time of year because of the cool weather. Like I'm just way more motivated to make different foods and soups and things like that. So I absolutely love this time of year. And it makes me reflect back to a time in my life when I wasn't able to enjoy it. I share that with you guys, not to trigger you, but it also kind of gives you some insight into how I practice as a dietitian. And, you know, years and years ago when I was just at the probably like the beginning of this channel, maybe a little bit before I started YouTube, was just so restrictive and into the clean eating when that was really like a big thing, and really just focused on doing whatever it took to be as thin and lean as possible, and you know, was so restrictive with my food, and was not only restrictive with my food, over exercising, all those things that really mentally and emotionally wear you down. And quite honestly, I love fitness, don't get me wrong, but when you're in that place where you're that obsessive with it, it's not healthy. And I recognize that was not a healthy place for me, and it wasn't a place for me to be happy, because I was one of those people that could never take a compliment either. I was just so hard on myself. I just absolutely like hated myself. I hated my body. I'm going to be honest with you. I was just someone that couldn't enjoy life to the fullest because I was so in my head about my food and my body. And so where I'm at today is just such a different place. I'm just such a different person now in terms of all that. I feel so much more balanced, and I'm able to enjoy things. I'm able to go apple picking and enjoy eating the apples and not, you know, be obsessive about the amount of sugar in them. And I'm able to try new recipes and enjoy them and enjoy the body that I'm in now. I'm having this little talk with you guys because I still see comments and I see people thinking you can't eat fruit and you can't have sugar, and you know, you should just be so strict and just have that strict mindset. And I'm just the total opposite of that. That's not who I am as a person, and that's not how I even work with my clients. A little bit different, just disclaimer, if you're competing, right? So that's kind of the lifestyle I lived for a long time. So if I am working with competitors, it's a bit of a different scenario. Things are a bit more black and white. But at the end of the day, for the average person, the average lifestyle person, what I preach to you guys is what you see me do on my channel, and it is balance, and it is all foods can fit. So there may be times that you see me eat candy. There will be times that you see me eat processed foods. I urge you guys to not demonize certain food groups in certain foods. Obviously, these are very general statements on my channel. I'm not giving you guys nutrition advice. Like, I'm giving you general advice here. But for the most part, if you have no medical conditions, food is meant to be enjoyed, and there is ways that you can include all different kinds of food in your diet. And that's why oftentimes I end up working with people more so on the mindset versus getting them to quickly lose weight and change their bodies, because it's usually the mindset that has to change first. I want you guys to question yourself if you have food rules, if you have those little things that come up in your mind that tell you you can't eat a certain thing or you can't eat a certain way. Question it. Question yourself where these ideas came from. Really, are they bad ideas? You know, how hurtful is it going to be to you? Because oftentimes, the more food rules you have, the stricter you are with yourself. That's usually when people are completely inconsistent because they can't adhere to their own restrictions that they're putting on themselves. So I urge you to be careful with that. If you're someone that truly hates Halloween candy, then don't eat it. But if you're someone that enjoys Halloween candy, find a way to fit it in. You don't have to you're not better than anyone else because you didn't eat a piece of Halloween candy this year. For me, it's really important to have that balance. And so when I reflect and look back, I'm proud of where I'm at today. The fact that I can eat Halloween candy, that I can eat processed foods, that I can do these things, and at the end of the day, still feel good about myself, know that I'm still eating healthy for my body. I'm still a healthy individual, and finding the balance with it all. It is really tough, and there's no perfect balance. There's no one set right or wrong way, but the thinking about food and how you talk about food in your body, to me, is so important. And so I really urge you guys to kind of consider that. I know we're still early into fall, but we're kind of early in that season where like the treats and the sweets with Halloween and the holidays start coming up. So start thinking about your mindset right now, and think about that first, and the probably ridiculous food rules that you have, where they came from, and start working on those first versus focusing on the scale and what that's looking like. And you know, take it step by step. It gets very overwhelming when you want to do it all at once. When you want to lose weight, you want to change the mindset, you want your clothes to fit better, you want to work out more. These are all great things to have as goals. They're all fine goals. But to be successful, you kind of have to start with one thing at a time. So you really have to lay it all out there and figure out what's going to work best for me, what's really going to help me make sustainable changes where I'm living a healthier lifestyle and doing something that I can do long term. And again, that looks different for everyone. I have to throw that out there because everyone's lifestyle is different. How you approach this is going to be different and unique. So don't worry about what you're seeing other people doing. When I share meals with you guys, when I share things that I do on here, it's to share my life with you. I share what's worked for me, and I try to explain where that comes from, but it doesn't mean you guys have to do the same exact thing. So always remember that. I'm here to help encourage you guys. I want you guys to hopefully live a happier, more healthy lifestyle, and honestly feel more at peace with your bodies. And it's not to say that you can't have goals around them, but I want you to feel more peace with yourself. But that's my little dietitian chat for you guys right now. I hope you enjoyed the workout footage. Just throw up some footage that Jason and I did from our workout this morning at Powerhouse. We switched it up. We have 2 gym memberships, so that was our first time going back to Powerhouse in Syracuse. Got in a great back workout, so just wanted to share that footage with you guys as well. And I just wanted to share with you guys that somebody is not upset about the new shag rug we just bought. This man loves him a shag rug. Welcome to my spooky crib. So with our fall decorating, we kind of just chose like a few main points in our main open room, if you will, to kind of decorate. I do leave some like normal decorations out, and then I just kind of incorporate the spooky ones. And we have so many, you guys, so I can't even list for you everything we have and where we got it from. So if you see anything you like and have questions about it, let me know in the comments below and I'll feel free to answer that. But yeah, did a little bit of spooky decorating, also kind of some fall, and I just kind of incorporated both because I really couldn't choose between the two. I just love this time of year so much. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this vlog. If you did, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for the next one.